How did civil disobedience affect the civil rights movement? Imagine a time when people were denied basic rights simply because of the color of their skin. In the United States, this was the reality for many African Americans, particularly in the mid-20th century. The civil rights movement emerged as a response to this injustice, and one of the most powerful tools used by activists was civil disobedience. Civil disobedience is the act of intentionally breaking certain laws to protest against policies or regulations that are considered unjust. This method was prominently used by leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr., who believed in nonviolent resistance. One of the most notable examples of civil disobedience during this period was the Montgomery Bus Boycott in 1955. Sparked by Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat to a white passenger, this boycott lasted for over a year and led to a Supreme Court ruling that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. Another significant event was the sit-in movement that began in 1960. African American students would sit at segregated lunch counters and refuse to leave until they were served. These peaceful protests drew national attention and highlighted the injustices faced by African Americans. The sit-ins not only challenged segregation but also inspired similar actions across the country, leading to the desegregation of many public spaces. The March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom in 1963, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" speech, was another key moment. This massive gathering showcased the unity and determination of those fighting for civil rights. The event emphasized the importance of civil disobedience as a means to demand change and push the federal government to take action. Civil disobedience also played a role in the passage of landmark legislation. The Civil Rights Act of 1960 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 were influenced by the persistent efforts of activists who used nonviolent protests to draw attention to the need for change. These laws aim to eliminate discrimination and protect the voting rights of African Americans. In conclusion, civil disobedience was a vital strategy in the civil rights movement. It not only challenged unjust laws but also mobilized individuals and communities to stand up for their rights. The impact of these actions continues to be felt today, as they laid the groundwork for ongoing struggles for equality and justice.